Now that we've done the business of the league, we're going to do the work of the league. We're going to talk about our engagement over this past year and all the committees and the issue groups that we have that we would like you to participate in. There's something for everybody, and our league's strength grows with your participation in our programs and areas. So thank you for listening. Be sure to stay in contact and listen for the entire program because we're going to be giving away gift cards throughout the entire presentation. So thank you very much, and find a niche for yourself where you can participate more fully in the Palm Beach County League of Women Voters. Thank you.
Hello again. Today, I want to say thank you and place a spotlight on those passionate and dedicated individuals who, over the last year, contributed to the success of the League of Women Voters here in Palm Beach County. Up front, I need you to understand that time does not allow me to mention everyone by name, but please know that each and every one of your contributions are valued and appreciated. So thank you to the members who keep us strong by fulfilling our core mission work, the 2020 Matters Core Group. That group includes voter services, led by Pam Maldonado and Phyllis Applebaum, the Speakers Bureau, as well as candidate forums, led by Christine Campbell-Gabor and Mary Jane Range. Election Protection Committee, led by Nancy Cohen and Linda Geller Swartz. Our Voter Information Services team, led by Joyce Sullivan and the Guide team. And our communications team with Ashley Casacedo and Penny Butler Schillinger, who help tell our story through our newsletter and social media presence. Thank you also to the members who advocate for the issues that are important to our community. The Census Committee, led by Rich Bartholomew, including Nancy Channon, Judge Rabb, Virginia Savieto. Our Education Committee, led by Kathy Gunlack and Kimberly Spires-O. Our Civics Committee, led by Christine Campbell-Gabor, Lori Dool, and Nikki Dakota. Our Healthcare Committee, led by Nancy Gow and Dr. Brent Schillinger. And our Advocacy team, led by Deborah Chandler and Jem Eisenberg. And I'd like to offer a standing thank you to members who provide the support services that sustain us. Their work cross all organizational boundaries and provide our lifeblood. Every one of us benefit from their efforts, and I call these our league champions. I'm talking about folks like our secretary, Diane Marks, who I truly believe was born with her hand raised in the air, because no matter what we ask her to do, Diane is front and center, ready to volunteer to help. Our treasurer, Dorneth Ware, Dawn, who keeps our finances in order and ensures that we have the resources available in a timely manner to get our work done. And our membership chair, led by Darlene Kostrup and her team. I believe Darlene knows every one of you by name, and if not, I'm sure she's spoken to you. Darlene keeps us strong through our membership. Thank you to all of our members, our sponsors, and supporters for all you do in support of our league. Again, I regret that time does not allow me to mention every one of you by name, but again, please know that each and every one of your contributions are valued and appreciated. So thank you for all that you do for the league and for our community. And I also want to say thank you for the opportunity to serve with you.
Why did you join the league? I went to a fascinating league meeting about 6 years ago, and that question was the icebreaker. There were a lot of wonderful reasons given. To do good, I believe in the importance of voting. A friend introduced me, but I said I went to meet and work with interesting people, and it has really worked for me. I've never had so many fabulous friends and so much fun, and such a feeling of accomplishment. Our league has great people and great ambitions. We all seem to have great challenges right now. Our league has done a lot over the past 10 to 15 years. We've grown to be the largest local league in the whole country. We have almost 700 members. Many of you are actively involved. You're educating, registering voters, supporting local issues, reaching out to the community. We also may be the league with the largest ambitions in the country. We need more troops on the ground. We need more leaders. We need more skills. Many of you come from successful lives and careers. Use your charm and your outgoing personality, your communications and organizational, or your computer or your finance skills, your advertising flair, or your social media buzz, your listening and empathy and speaking skills. Get engaged, volunteer. You'll learn a lot and you'll help a lot. You'll have a lot of fun, I guarantee it. Step up to the challenge. Thanks.
Today, more than ever, the League of Women Voters is a critical part of ensuring that our democracy remains strong. Now more than ever, fighting against voter suppression is critical to ensuring that each citizen of this country has the right to vote.
Whether it's women's rights, whether it's equality, whether it's making sure that our voting is done properly, the League is always there advocating for all of us. And I am so thankful to have their support in Tallahassee.
There's many of reasons why I support the League of Women Voters. Most importantly, it's about education. It's about how the League provides opportunities for you to learn about all kinds of public affairs and all kinds of current issues in our world. You know, locally, the League has been exceptionally helpful in allowing people to get their message out through the voter guide and through other resources.
Thanks to the perseverance of the League, the Palm Beach County Library System is able to fulfill its mission of connecting communities, inspiring thought, and enriching lives.
There are still big issues we're working towards: ensuring the right to vote for disenfranchised Floridians and eliminating gender pay disparities and other forms of discrimination. Together, we'll never stop fighting for fairness, justice, and equality.
In the face of excessive use of force by our police force, the global pandemic that is COVID-19, and the national pandemic, which is systemic racism, the League of Women Voters is ever so important. Now, more than ever, we need the engagement of all of our citizens to ensure a more perfect union in a more perfect democracy. And remember, a life of service is a life that counts.
Hi, I'm Deborah Chandler. I'm a former chair of the Advocacy Committee. I have the pleasure of talking with you about that this afternoon. Members advocate for League positions at local, state, and national levels. I think it's one of the most important committees the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County offers. As you may know, the League educates and advocates. When you advocate, you promote your position, you persuade, you in essence sell your idea. The Advocacy Committee works with all issue groups and committees at the local level and therefore gives members a broad overview of League activities. For example, advocacy may work with Education Committee to promote League issues before the school board. We may also work with the Environmental Committee to restrict plastic usage before the County Commission. We could be talking to one legislator about gun reform, another about immigration, and yet a third about Medicaid expansion. Joining the committee has many benefits. You get to know your elected and appointed officials. They make decisions that affect our everyday lives. You have input in political decisions, and you learn the important issues facing your community and state. So I strongly encourage you to be in the know and carefully consider joining the Advocacy Committee. Thank you.
Hello and welcome. My name is Christine Campbell-Gabor. I am the chair of our Civics Education Committee. If you are interested in developing new approaches to provide reliable, nonpartisan information to citizens across the United States, we need you. We need to encourage citizens to vote and to realize each of their importances in this society. If you want to become a presenter in English, Spanish, or Creole and help us reach, connect, and with diverse communities, we would love to see you on our committee.
Hello everyone, my name is Penny Butler-Schillinger, and Ashley Casieto and I co-chair the communications team. We are an amazing and fun team who works very hard to communicate the League's mission to the community at large and internally to our members. So there are a number of ways that we communicate the League's efforts. The first one is the League's newsletter. So this is issued twice a month on the 1st and the 15th, and it comes through your email. So if you're not getting a newsletter, please let Darlene know through robocalls. So these calls are made with a friendly voice, and the person is going to give you details and reminders about activities and our events. Our website, please go to lwvpbc.org. And this is where you can browse and find out more information about the League, our issue groups, and our services. Again, that's lwvpbc.org. On our website is also our calendar. So as you browse our calendar, take a look at all of the activities that we have going and sign up. We would love to see you. Then we have social media, so namely Facebook. If you're on Facebook, look for us and like our page. If you're on Instagram, look for us and follow us. So please go to facebook.com, LWVPBC, and also share with your friends. As they say, effective communication is at the root of every organization's success. So our communications team realized this, and we are working hard to communicate the League's message across the community. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Joyce Sullivan here. Myself and Karen Clark are very honored to be your development co-chairs. Basically, we're here today just to say thank you and give some recognition to our sponsors and our members. In a year of COVID, I think we all really fared pretty well. Sponsors like Circe Denny, the Palm Beach Post, they were there for the guide, for Major Project, the directory, the Get Out to Vote movement. Our members, so generous. An example of, we had to cancel our in-person 100-year anniversary. The majority of the members who bought $100 tickets took that money and said, keep that and put our membership into a Susan B. Anthony. We were the recipient of some pretty nice grants and donations from foundations. A lot of the committees were really responsible for getting this money, and a lot of it was for census and Get Out to Vote. What are we going to do this year? We're going to concentrate on our committee's analysis and data that we're collecting. We're going to look at the infrastructure of the committee and the League. Basically, what we want to do is we want to improve our fundraising, and we want to help create a story so that we can be prepared for 2022. Volunteers? Absolutely. If you have experience with digital social media and digital platforms or any type of promotions, we could use you. So please contact Karen Clark or myself. Again, thank you to everybody, and sure hope you're enjoying all of these presentations.
If you want to know more about the Finance Committee, email Dawn at dornathware@gmail.com. Thank you.
If you are a friendly person who enjoys making other people feel welcome, you will be quite at home on the membership committee. As soon as people join the League, we email them and give them a phone call so that we can give them a personal welcome and some basic information. And then 3 times a year, we facilitate a dynamic orientation for new members and others interested in knowing more about the League. Now, normally these are held in person, but for the present, they're online through Zoom and are called a Taste of the League. Our upcoming Taste of the League is Saturday, May 15th for 1 awesome hour. Please assist our team by inviting your friends who may be interested in the League to register on our website to attend the May 15 event. The last orientation for the year will be held September 25th. Once we have in-person events again, our membership team will always greet you at Hot Topic luncheons and other League events to get you registered and to assist in helping you meet other League members. We also handle League name tags and distribution and send birthday greetings to all League members. We make phone calls to folks who've attended our orientations to ensure that they've gotten as engaged in League as they want to be. Join our enthusiastic team.
Good morning. I'm Elaine Goodman and Chair of the Observer Corps. Some of you may be familiar with the Observer Corps, but for those who are not, it is one of the League's most important opportunities to learn about what is happening in the incorporated cities, that is the coastal cities, Wellington, Palm Beach Gardens, Jupiter, as well as Palm Beach County Commission and the Palm Beach County Board of Education. As an observer, you will be trained about the protocol for attending the county or city meetings. The meetings are held in person once a month, and the agenda can be obtained online. What you have to do is to observe the meeting in person, virtually, or recorded. So there are several opportunities to be an observer. Now here's the best part. You will be assigned to your own city, and there will be 2 leaders for each city to share the responsibilities. You will establish the League's visibility and credibility and be an important representative of your League. Your duty is to monitor and take notes. Some of the meeting agenda may be aligned with our priorities and study groups. Example, environment, housing, speaker bureaus, advocacy, etc. I will always be available to answer your questions, your concerns, your problems, or anything else that needs attention. I hope you will consider joining the Observer Corps and participating in continuing League's missions. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Patty Whitehill.
And I'm Cindy Sheehan Hartwell. Patty and I are the co-coordinators of the Outreach Committee.
First, we would like to thank our president, Ken Thomas, for his leadership and guidance these past 2 years. Ken's way of listening and combined with careful consideration has been a boon to the Outreach Committee. We recognize that outreach is an important aspect of each of our committees and groups. Therefore, we are the one committee not looking to recruit additional members from today's attendees. Instead, each committee and issue group will now designate one member as liaison, who will inform us all of initiatives that identifies as outreach. We will offer support in their efforts as we continue our mission, which is to engage with diverse individuals and organizations to reach eligible populations who are underrepresented at the polls.
We look forward to continue collaborating and building partnerships with other nonpartisan organizations, such as the Palm Beach County Library System, whose staff was instrumental in our ability to meet our Belle Glade neighbors at their local library in February, just before the pandemic. We remain grateful to the Historical Society of Palm Beach, who generously created a video presentation for us in August as they joined us in celebrating the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, which guarantees and protects women's voting rights. There are many other groups in Palm Beach County that we know we can learn from as we work together. Thank you for helping us to meet them.
Good morning, Joyce Sullivan. I am Chair of Publications. Our committee, as you know, comes out every other year, and this year we had another successful year. In September of 2020, we published a 32-page voter's guide. We distributed more than 100,000. And again, thanks to sponsors, Circe Denny and the Palm Beach Post, this was made possible. We also had another successful partnership with Vote 411, and we published digitally on our site. This provided another venue for people to view the guide. The other one is our legislative directory. We came out earlier this year. We did about 10,000, and they went into libraries, into government buildings, and just like the guide, we provided it digitally. We don't know, we're looking at this. Is digitally the way of the future? We don't know the answer to that, but we're definitely going to look into it. We could not have done it without volunteers. We had a team that went from one spectrum to another, to questions, to distribution, and they did it very successful. It's 5 months putting this guide together and maybe 30 days putting the directory together. But all in all, it helps provide information to the community. Volunteers, check with us in January 2022. We're going to be looking for copy editors, copywriters, people for nonpartisan questions, people to contact candidates, and also our very important distribution. So look for us. We'll see you soon.
Good morning. I'm Marcia Herman, Chairman of the Speakers Bureau and Candidate Forums Committee. We have a strong group of active speakers who give educational presentations on topics related to our issue groups. During election season, we host candidate forums where the public can hear directly from the candidates in a moderated setting. If you have an interest in public speaking, I would like to hear from you.
Hi, everyone. I am Keter Martinson, and I co-chair the Special Events Committee with Mary Mertz, who has done a phenomenal job of heading a group of our talented members who have produced this presentation today. We also produce hot topics on the third Wednesday of each month, except December. We used to have a lunch and a speaker, but due to the famous and disruptive pandemic, we rapidly changed direction and we only missed one meeting. Then we were back in business with webinar presentations and will continue so until it is safe to gather again. We have updated our direction a little and changed Cool Topics name to Spotlight, which can be presented at any time with capabilities for more informal and larger participation. We've also taken on a new adventure for us called Conversations with the League, which is presented on the first Wednesday evening of the month at 6 p.m. At this time, we are still virtual for everything, but as soon as we can, we will be restarting Day Trippers. As you have just heard, we are a very busy committee and it takes a lot of people with many skills. So if you want to be involved in the league, give us a try. Some of our projects are started as far out as a year, so there's always something to work on. But we're not all work. We like to have fun, so we produce a fundraiser. Whatever your skills, we need you. We meet the first Friday of each month at 10 a.m. via Zoom. Looking forward to welcoming you.
Hello, my name is Mark Brunner and I'm a member of the Voter Services Group. And I'm glad I had the opportunity today to talk to you a little bit about the group and its activities. The primary issues for the Voter Services Group are to provide voter registration and voter education services, particularly in underserved groups in the community. Our current and future initiatives include registering younger voters, to provide assistance with elderly and those in assisted living to update their voter registration, particularly things like signature and address, and also to reach out and provide voter registration services to returning citizens. The voter registration services meetings are the first Thursday of every month, alternating between a 10 a.m. meeting and a 7 p.m. meeting. Currently, with the status of COVID, there are really no volunteer opportunities at the moment. As the situation improves, we hope to begin our outreach again, and there will be available volunteer opportunities. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to discuss the group and its activities.
Hi, I'm Ashley Casasito, Chair of the Young Leaguers of Palm Beach County. We are a committee of young professionals and students seeking to learn more about local government and making a difference within our community through community service, advocacy, and education. We meet twice a month, and we look forward to learning about various issues, championing causes, and doing meaningful work within Palm Beach County. We hope that you join our committee and get started with us.
Kimberly Spire-O and myself would like to ask you to join the Education Committee. We have a lot of interesting things planned for the coming year, including a month-long celebration of public education. We meet on Saturdays, usually the first of the month, and you can find the times and dates on the calendar. So please come with us and help support public education. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Mertz and chair of the Environmental Issues Group. The environment is a hot topic, and quite literally, it's getting hotter by the day. Negative effects of climate change impact our health and safety, our pocketbooks, the efficiency of our governmental services, and our quality of life. Current EIG priorities include topics related to climate change, reduction of single-use plastics, water quality and quantity, and sea level rise. So what do we actually do? We educate ourselves and others about threats to our South Florida environment. In 2020, despite COVID, we hosted 3 Zoom events featuring experts on local environmental issues. We set up information tables at community events to educate residents on the negative impacts of climate change. We're developing a business recognition program to highlight businesses that adopt eco-friendly practices. And we planned for a day trip for a boat tour of the environmentally sensitive Indian River Lagoon and the Harbor Branch Oceanographic Institute last year when COVID hit. But the upside of that is now you can join us when we reschedule. Finally, we have an important Zoom webinar coming up on June 9th, when a panel of 3 experts will provide us with the results of a recent climate assessment and risk study conducted by the county. Details will be in our league newsletter. Stay tuned. Bring your interest and your talents and join the LWV Environmental Issues Group. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Betsy Pickup. Kristen Murtaugh and I co-chair the Lock It Up Project, a gun safety committee initiative launched in January 2020. The project works with community organizations to educate county residents about responsible gun ownership, with an emphasis on safe storage and focusing on dangers to the family. The Veterans Administration provided us with several hundred gun locks, and we have brochures printed in Creole, Spanish, and English on the dangers of unsecured guns and the importance of locking them up. Outreach includes distributing brochures and gun locks at community events and developing relationships with community organizations. Committee members have just resumed this at 2 outdoor events in Belle Glade and Riviera Beach this month. Seeking a broader reach to educate with facts and figures, we developed with the Broward League a video event, Preventing Gun Deaths and Injuries, Making Our Community Safer for Everyone. It was presented via Zoom on March 24th to 55 attendees representing social service agencies, law enforcement, and government from Palm Beach and Broward counties. A follow-up recording of the webinar was sent out to all 88 registrants. The Lock It Up Project wants to reach pediatrician offices, mental health providers, daycare centers, community health centers, schools and parent-teacher associations with this critical message. We need your help. Please join our efforts for safe storage and preventing gun violence.
Hi everyone, my name is Nancy Gall and I chair the Healthcare Committee along with Dr. Brent Schillinger, and we have worked together on healthcare issues for about 10 years now for the League. And we've been fortunate in that we've always had about 12 very strong active members on this committee. So we want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, both current and previous members of the Healthcare Committee, for all of your dedication to this issue and all of your hard work. Some of our many accomplishments include last year during the pandemic, we held weekly COVID talks every Wednesday evening. We would have a lot of different guest speakers on various topics, and every week Dr. Schillinger would provide a medical update, and we know this was very beneficial to both our members and to the general public. We also help out every year with open enrollment for the Affordable Care Act. We do this by distributing hundreds of flyers, advertising that, and we use social media and radio, and this has just been really successful in Palm Beach County. We have worked 10 years to try to get Medicaid expansion passed for Florida. We've tried it through legislation, through ballot initiatives, and next year we're going to be trying it through ballot initiative once again. We will not give up. We also support the state league activities on reproductive rights, and I chair a subcommittee under the State Healthcare Committee for racial maternal disparities. We are proud to announce that we've partnered with a couple local partners here, T. Leroy Jefferson Medical Society and Healthy Mothers, Healthy Babies. And we had a very successful event this past Monday in honor of Black Moms Matter Week. And we've raised enough money to purchase 60 blood pressure monitors, which will be distributed in high-risk, low-income areas for pregnant women. So that's our most, just some of our achievements, but we have many, many more, and we could use your help if you're interested in joining. Please give me a call or shoot me an email or email Dr. Schillinger. Thank you.
Wouldn't it be great if we could elect the president the way we elect all other public officials, by the popular vote? That way we could truly honor the will of the people and make every vote count, no matter where people live. Hi, I'm Cynthia Archbold. I am the Palm Beach chair of Floridians for National Popular Vote. Our coalition grew out of our League of Women Voters Palm Beach County chapter, which is a member of our coalition. And our mission is to guarantee that the President of the United States is the winner of the most votes in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. The problem is, in 5 out of 45 presidential elections, the candidate who won the most votes did not become the president. And that meant minority rule. The Electoral College was not supposed to overturn the results of the popular vote in our presidential elections. But there is a solution to this problem called the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact. It's state-based legislation that guarantees that the President of the United States is the one who wins the most votes from the most Americans. And it does not abolish the Electoral College, and it does not require a constitutional amendment. To find out more and how you can help, please check out our website, floridiansfornpb.com, and sign up for our newsletter and let us know your skills and interests. We would love to have you join us, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Diane Marks, and I'm the chair of the Solar Co-op Issue Group. Our mission is to educate our residents about rooftop solar and increase the number of homes getting their electricity from the sun, even fueling their cars from the sun. A solar co-op is formed from residents who are interested in finding out about putting solar panels on their roof. There are 4 information meetings this year on Zoom to learn how solar works, how the co-op works, and how to finance the conversion. Then the co-op members meet to pick one installer. Finally, the installer visits each co-op member to check their roof, their electric usage, and matches an offer to each member. Only if you sign their contract are you obligated to anything. We work with Solar United Neighbors to handle all questions and problems. We have our 3rd solar co-op running right now until May 1st. The information meetings are over, the installer is chosen, and the installer is going to members' homes. As of 3/29, we have 64 members. Each member who decides to convert will help the environment, help the economy, and help themselves. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nancy Cohen. I'm co-chair of the Voting Rights Coalition. We started the Voting Rights Coalition in 2012 after a disastrous election in Florida, one with long lines, long ballots, people waiting in line for 6 hours in the sun to vote. We pulled together a diverse group of community leaders, and we worked to reform voting rights in Florida. And it worked. In 2020, a record 76% of Floridians voted in a hotly contested election, deemed by many, including our governor, as the most secure election ever. But now our legislators are about to pass huge voting restrictions, and we need your help. We need your passion. We need your voices. Help us educate voters and help us advocate for voting rights for all citizens. Help us support the League's core mission. The League of Women Voters of the United States believes that voting is a fundamental citizen right that must be guaranteed. Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I'm Connie Christians. I'm your League webmaster, and I'm going to take you on a quick website tour. The number one request that I receive is usually about how to log in. If you're not familiar with that, let's go through that really quickly. You'll notice up here in the red navigation bar at the top of the website, it says log in. Go ahead and click on that, and you'll go straight to the login screen. Just use your email address. That is your username, so make sure it is the email address associated with your account. You can also click the Remember Me when you log in. That will keep you logged in for 24 hours. So if you're going back and forth in and out of the site during a day, you don't have to keep logging in. And once you get to that point, you just click Log In. If you see this error message that there was a problem with your username or password, please don't try to use the same combination again. If you try too many times with incorrect login information, you will be blocked out of the site for up to 2 hours. You can always email me at help@lwvpbc.org if you're having problems with this. I know that I can't log in using this email address. I just did it for demonstration purposes. But let's say I wanted to change my password or I forgot what it was. I can always click down here on Lost Password, and this page will open. You simply enter your email address and click on Get New Password. You will receive an email in your inbox, so you would have to go, in this case, to the Gmail account, open up the email, and give it a few minutes. Depending on your internet service provider, it might take a few minutes for that email to arrive in your inbox. When you get the email, it will be from the League of Women Voters website. You open it up and there is a hyperlink. It says click here to reset your password. It's in blue. Once you do that, you'll wind up at the new password screen. You can set your new password. You can do this every day if you need to. If you can't remember or you're not saving it, or if it's a complex password, you can reset every day if you forget it. So that's not a problem. So once you log in, you will notice up in the navigation bar, it says log out now, and you'll see some sort of welcome message up here. Now my screen looks just a little bit different at the top. I have an admin toolbar up here, so you won't see that. You will end up on this membership account page. This is specifically for you. You can see information regarding billing for your membership account. You can change the membership level. You can renew. You can upload a profile picture. You can update your contact information and view past invoices for your membership account. Regarding donations and purchases, it's on the bottom here, and these links relate to that. On the side, the right-hand side, you'll see buttons. All of these are links to different parts of the website. So you can order a name tag. You can get to that really quick. You can get to the help section if you want to know more about something else on the website. And you can also look at the membership directory. These top 3 buttons are members only content. Anyone who is not logged in as a member can't view that information. We protect our members' information in the directory. But let's go ahead to the directory. There are 696 results. We certainly don't want to scroll through all of those. So use this search box over here, and you can type in a name. I'm just going to type in part of a name and hit enter. And you'll see it's Karen Wilkerson and Susie Wilkoff. So you don't have to type in a whole name, and you don't have to use just the last name. You could type in Karen, you could type in Kathy. What I like to do is just do part of a name, and that broadens the search. You can view the profile, get contact details. It's a very helpful part of the website. And again, this is only for logged in members. There's other information like documents and forms. All of these buttons at the top here are quick links. They'll stay on the top of all of the members' content pages. So you can get the annual report. You can check out a chair guidebook. You can find the reimbursement form. There's all kinds of things, even the board meeting minutes. Other information would be the board of directors, contacts and committee chairs. And again, these buttons stay right at the top of the page, so you don't get lost. You can navigate very easily back and forth and in and out. If you see an email or a phone number that's highlighted in red, it's an active link. So you can click on this, it will open up your email compose window. And if you're on your smartphone, you can tap a link for a phone number and it will automatically dial that person. So these are very handy, especially if you're working on a mobile device. And while we're talking about mobile devices, let's go ahead and see what this looks like on an iPad. You'll notice that the page changes a little bit because the dimensions of a mobile device are narrower than a laptop. And where did the menu go? Well, it's called a hamburger menu, and it's right up here at the top in the right. And it kind of looks like a little hamburger symbol. And if you tap on that, it will open up your menu for you. And if you click on the X, it'll collapse the menu. So it's very easy to navigate around if you're working from a mobile device. And this is what it looks like on an iPhone or any other kind of smartphone. I have an Android and it looks a lot like this on my Android. And you'll notice that the page isn't as wide and some of these items are now stacking one on top of the other. And it makes the page a lot longer, but you can easily scroll through with your finger. And it's the same basic information, just formatted a little differently. And again, your menu is hidden behind the hamburger symbol. And you can just kind of slide around and there you are. So our website is mapped out and formatted to display correctly on any kind of device. If you see problems with this on your mobile phone or your tablet, please let me know. And how do you let me know? Well, let's click on the menu up here in the help section. And right here is a direct link to the email address that you need, help@lwvpbc.org. That lands directly in my inbox. So if you have a request or questions or you're having a problem, please go ahead and use this email address and I will see it and get right back to you as soon as I can. And when you're in the help section, you will notice there are other news postings and articles, all kinds of things if you're having trouble with anything. One question that gets asked a lot besides logging in is, how do I renew if my membership has expired? Well, we do have a page set up for that, but here's a quick little article that talks about what you need to do first. And the first thing you need to do is log in. Even if your membership is expired, your data still stays in the database for the website. You're just an inactive member. You would set a new password, and I just showed you how to do that. And then once you set your new password, you log in. So everything you need to do is in this one opening sentence right here. Then once you're logged in, go to the menu at the top, click on Renew, and you'll see some of the same information here. It's displayed in order. So once you're logged in, you come back and click here to make your payment. Your account information should be filled in because you're logged in already. It will show any information that has been assigned to your account, like your membership ID, any other information. And we do collect data on our members, but it is secure in the database. It's never shared and it's never sold to any other third party. You can set up an automatic renewal. You'll be asked to save your credit card information. That information is held behind a second firewall. You can also check out with PayPal. You can also pay by check. And if you pay by check, you'll have instructions down here at the bottom about where to mail your check and how to make it out. And once that check is posted on your account, your membership will go from pending to a full active member. And before you submit and check out, be sure and check this box at the bottom so that you join the mailing list and you start getting the newsletter and any other flyers that the league will send you. So submit and check out, you're processed, you're ready to go. And this works the same if you're a new member just joining or if you're a renewing member. So let's go back up to the red navigation menu and let's click on calendar. The calendar will display in a monthly view by default. You can change the way the calendar page displays by clicking on this little button right here. It looks like a little mini calendar and it's in the month default view. You can click on list and it will take it out of the calendar format and list the upcoming events in chronological order. It's a really quick way. Some people really prefer to use the calendar tool this way, and you can toggle back and forth. Now you'll notice a button at the bottom, see where it's highlighting in blue? It says export events. And when you click on this, a little tooltip comes up and it says use this to share your calendar data with Google Calendar, Apple iCal, and all other compatible apps. So it's a real good way if you want to just export everything from the calendar, pop it in to populate on your Google Chrome calendar, your iCal calendar. You'll notice too, on most pages, there's a whole section at the top. If you hover over any one of these buttons on the left, it will let you share to your Facebook page, to Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest. If you want to copy the link and email it to somebody, you can also click on email and it will open up your Compose window again, and you can just send this out and share it. Really quick way if you like the calendar or if you like an article or if you like an event. So I'm going to click on the annual meeting to look at the annual report, get a proxy form, and the Zoom link. Right now we're doing all of our events virtually. In the future, you will see other information regarding registering for events. You have to provide attendee information and complete a payment. We aren't doing that right now. There will be another video put in place when we get to that point in the future. And again, if you just want to add one event to your calendar, you can simply click here for Google Calendar or for iCal. And there are little previous and next buttons that will navigate you through the calendar one event at a time. These little links at the bottom are very handy as well. Looking at the top of the website in the upper right-hand corner, you will see little links that will take you to social media or to the Amazon Smile donation page and your shopping cart. The little F for Facebook, it will open the League Facebook page. So you don't have to remember how to get there. You just simply come here on the website and you click right over. YouTube, we have a bunch of YouTube videos. They're really nice to watch. And then we have a donate button to get you straight over to the donate page. If you're not sure what you're looking for on the website, sometimes you can just simply type in a search. For volunteers, you have one of two ways to look at the different issue groups and committees that the League has to offer. You can scroll down to the voter toolbar and you'll notice 4 different headings here and click on volunteer opportunities. And there's a handy email here that will go to a volunteer coordinator. If you have questions or you're not sure which committee or issue group you want to volunteer for, this is a great way to communicate with someone in the League. This page has 6 specific opportunities. Besides just being on the committee, there are different activities. They will list their projects here. If you scroll to the bottom, you're going to find a contact form, and you can put in your information and indicate more than one choice. And that will go right into volunteer opportunities and you'll get a reply. So that's a quick way to look for a specific project that you might want to volunteer for. The other way to look for volunteer opportunities is to go up to the navigation bar again, click on issues or committees. And you click on any one of these images, you'll go straight over to that issue group. And the committees page is laid out very much like the issues page, but it's divided into 2 sections. So we have the committees at the top here, and then we have member services at the bottom. And the last thing we're going to click on is the news button right up here in the middle of the navigation menu. When you click on the news button, you're going to have several choices here. If you're looking for the newsletter, all of those links are held on the news archive page, including the most recent newsletter. You can click on the red Here link. And if you want to subscribe to the news, say you were unsubscribed or maybe you've never gotten the newsletter, go ahead and click here. And that will open a subscribe window where you can put in your email address and send that off. I'm going to click on this HB1 news post. This is what an article will look like. It will display in a 2/3 screen. And you can also navigate through the most recent news on the right here. If you scroll down, you'll see all those articles again. This particular article has a PDF. To navigate through the PDF, you hover over it and you just click on next page and you keep reading. So take some time the next time you're on the website and navigate around, you do some exploring, you might find some things you just didn't know were there and learn something new. So have fun exploring the website.
I want to thank you all for coming today to attend the annual meeting and to learn about the League and how we function. We've learned about the past and where we're going in the future. So thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, please become active in the League. Join a committee, join an issue group. And I want to thank my special guest star, Doak, the Bernedoodle. So please come join us. We have a lot going on and we hope to see you in the future. Thank you.